So Iran just attacked US bases in Iraq. What's gonna happen? What does this mean for stock investors like us? What's happening to the global economy? Will it impact it, and how will things go? If you want to know more on what's happening and how you can base your plan from data, check this video out. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germo. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and smash that bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content, not just about the stock market, but with things that could affect the stock market. Like for this video, we're gonna see how this all Iran thing is gonna affect the global markets and the local stock market as well. So if you wanna know more about stuff like this, please subscribe and hit the bell and stay till the end of the video. Hey guys, so as you all know already, there were missiles sent from Iran to bases of the US in Iraq. As you all know, there are areas in Iraq where US have military bases there where they set up operations as well. This is Iran's somehow counterpunch to what the US did when they assassinated one of Iran's generals as well. And of course, we don't know yet the extent of the casualties in Iraq, but what we do know is this. This gives a green light to the US to further retaliate as well, because as there was an attack done, you can expect that there will be attacks already by the US into Iran as well. We don't know. There's a couple of things that we don't know. We don't know how long will this last, and we don't know how the extent of this will be. We do not know also if this is something that will drag on, and it will be something like what happened to Iraq in the 1990s, or to Iraq also in the early 2000s as well. So we don't know what the extent of this will be. We don't know if this is something that will cause markets to go lower as well. But we do know is this. All of this causes uncertainty. All of this causes people to be anxious. And normally, what investors do when there's uncertainty, and I've been saying this over and over and over in the videos that I've been making, investors do not like uncertainty. They don't like the feeling that they don't know what's going on. And normally when this happens, there's a flight to safety. Normally when this happens, investors stay in cash as well. What does that mean? What's the impact of this to local stocks and global stocks as well? Please remember, there will be investors that will have a firm stance on their positions, but there will be funds that when you have to remember this, even if the fund wants to stay long on a position, when a lot of investors redeem their shares, I'm talking about mutual funds, I'm talking about UITFs, when you have your investors redeem positions because they also want to be in cash, the funds will have no choice and they will also have to sell. But in the same way also, for funds to protect their yields, they will also have to take profits, sell, and be in cash as well. So that being said, for that to happen, they'll have to sell. When they start selling, again, it will cause markets to go down even lower. So sometimes it's not just because of the news, it's because of people's reaction to the news that causes markets to go even lower. Signs of fear causes people to sell. People selling means that it will push markets lower. So the technique that you can have here, if you are someone who's trading or investing the markets, find out which stocks, the ones that have really solid fundamentals that get battered the most. If they don't get hit as much, if they get hit as much but it doesn't change their fundamentals, it could be an opportunity for you to position. But let me show you what are the bad news, what are the things that are happening as well. For those who've been following me for quite some time, you know I've been talking about gold. I've been saying that you must invest in gold, you must double down on gold as well, because gold is a hedge. By the way, gold is not an entry-level investment. It should not be what your first investment will be, but it should be something that if you have other investments and you want a protection, if these investments are not too well, you can have gold to help hedge you as well. So gold, if things are not so good in the economy, gold will do well. If things are bad in the economy, if things are good in the economy, gold won't do as much. But if things are bad, there's a lot of uncertainty, gold will do well, because gold is pegged to the dollar. Gold is pegged to something that causes people to, when there's uncertainty, when there's a flight to safety, gold is the preferred investment of choice. Now, look, I want you guys to see this. This was a news report that said that gold spiked over $1,600 US already. It's massive because we did not see this push at a much higher rate. So it shows you, no, let me show you the charts. No, this is how it looks like when the news of the attack happened. Boom, it suddenly spiked massively up. Now it's trying to retrace a bit. If I'll put a support here, it will probably be near the 1580 level. But that's just basically it. But it's already showing you that there's signs of people pushing into gold because of the uncertainty that's going on. Then for people who are saying, that's so far from us. What's happening in Iran? What's happening with the US and Iran? Whatever they're doing there, it's in the Middle East. We're safe. We don't have to worry. Please remember, whatever happens there affects us globally from a sentiment standpoint. But not just that, you have to consider this: oil will spike up. If you look at this push, no, you see the WTI crude up 1.96%. You see the Brent crude up also 2.14%. So some of the benchmark indices that people watch out for in terms of oil is something that has started to go up already because of what's happening. So another article here says that oil prices surge, U.S. stock futures plunge after Iran missile attack. So it's evidence already of possible narratives that could happen if oil prices spike. Of course, the price of oil here in the Philippines will also go up. What does that mean, and what does it imply to us? Higher oil prices means higher goods and services here in the Philippines. Higher goods and services inflation will go up. By the way, I didn't post my inflation video from the latest disclosure, but inflation has already gone up. Higher inflation will be bad for domestic consumption. Higher inflation, there might be a push to put interest rates higher as well. So I'll try to make another video naman that will relate to the US dollar against the peso. But if the US dollar also gets higher, then we have a trickle effect that it will already impact the Philippine market as well. So this is oil. This is the price of oil. Oil prices, Brent WTI crude has moved up from 63.93 up 196%. Then gold is also relatively up as well. Then I want to show you the charts of the S&P futures. This is a projection of how the S&P 500 could possibly open over the next trading day. And if you look at this large drop here, it has, by the way, recovered the past few candles after. But this large drop is people anticipating a lot of fear based on what's happening later on. So I'll make another update probably when US markets open tonight. But I just wanted to point out that there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the markets as of today. So just to put everything together from the global front, you have Iran attacking the US. You can have an expectation that the US will attack. Because of that, gold prices has gone up. Because of that, oil prices have gone up. Because of that, the futures market indices in the futures market have started to drop. It stabilized a bit, but it started to drop. And allow me to end this with this. By the way, the Philippine Stock Exchange Index as of today, no, around this is at 10 a.m. It's already down I think 1.4% as of this point in time. So again, uncertainty in the markets. And just to end, I'll end it with this. This is something naman from the local front. As you all know, Duterte made an ultimatum with Manila Water and Maynilad, saying they must accept this concession. If they do not accept the concession of the services, the water concessions for Metro Manila will be nationalized. And even if they do not accept the new terms, it does not still guarantee them that they would not be facing sanctions. It still would not guarantee them that charges would not be filed based on the recent disclosure. So this is not positive for Manila Water. This is not positive for MPI. This is not positive for local stocks. Expect this still to drag on in our markets. Expect this still also to drag on and push markets to give some sort of uncertainty in what's happening right now. So you have a couple of things already. You have the global front uncertainty from all of that. Then you have the local front because of what's happening, the political scenario here in the Philippines. But rest assured, in all of this, I'm just gonna keep you. I'm just gonna update you in everything so that you have a firm conviction on what you're supposed to do. By the way, for those who've been following my videos, the support levels for the PSEI, you have a shorter support at 7.7, then you have a longer, stronger support at 7.4. We still need to. Currently, we're sideways, but if 7.7 and 7.4 does not hold, especially 7.4 does not hold, there's an expectation that we may move from a sideways trending market into a downtrend as well. So that could be something that may not be so good for our markets should the selling continue. And for Manila Water and for MPI and for DMC, as of this point in time, still from the chart, there's still no reversal upward. And again, this is the charts confirming what's happening in the news. This is the charts confirming the uncertainty that's going on as well. Are you guys learning from this? Please comment. I'm learning if this is something that's helping you. If you guys are getting also insights from this, I hope that it's helping you gain better conviction so that you don't become emotional in your trades as well. Comment I'm learning if this is something that's helping. This is something that's helping you. And if you find value in the videos, I super would appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell as well. Hitting the bell, by the way, allows you to get updated every time a new video will come out as well. Because what I've realized is even if you subscribe and the bell is not hit, it actually means that you won't be able to see the video. So if you want to get updated, especially in times like this where data and the processing of data is very, very important, hitting the bell is one of the best things that you could ever do as well. Then for those who'd like to know more about trading and having conviction in the markets, links are down below for all of my books. You can get them via Shopee or the seminars that I have. The details are now available for London, New Zealand, Manila, Singapore, and Taiwan. So those are the 5 sessions. And I have good news. We will have Qatar this May as well. So I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo, urging you, pushing you to live for your dreams, urging you, pushing you to keep on studying. Because at the end of the day, that's how you'll only win. If you keep on studying, keep on learning, keep on spending the time to build your craft, keep on spending the time to hedge, to diversify, to double down on things that you believe it will do so well. And that's how you win. In times of uncertainty, that's when you should be the most aggressive. In times when people are scared, that should be the times that you should be the one that's studying the most. Because sometimes to win, it's not about you being the best, but it's about you being the one who stands when everyone else has fallen. So this is Marvin Germo. Expect, I think, 2 or 3 more videos for the day. This is an ad hoc video because of what's happening. I just felt the need that I needed to update you guys based on what's going on. I needed to give my insight so that it gives you guys, especially those that are new in the markets, information on how to process what's going on as well. So I'll have another video an hour after this sharing about an OFW who made a lot of money in Japan because she knows how to save her money well. Then another video later on tonight. So Marvin Germo, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.